So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to throw. Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers about ready to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. So the false start will back them up 5. And they'll accept that penalty. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mitchell now to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
To throw is Mitchell. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Jack. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Mitchell to throw on third down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half. But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 26. Harris will start the drive out. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. A give to the fullback on the dive. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Mitchell. He's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Panthers. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Pickett. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mitchell on third down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Mitchell. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Slot man moves right. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, Those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Austin complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Pickett. Hard throw, incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Gets this to Fant. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Pickett completes it to Austin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Mitchell now looking to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw is Mitchell on first down. Connection made with Chenault. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City.